Welcome to another video in my solo playthrough of Absolute War of the Russian Front 1941-1945, published by GMT Games, and the designer is Karl Paredes. This is the end of the German turn of the September-October turn, 1941. Well, as you can see, the Germans have made it to the gates of Moscow. The Russians played the Sejmom Timoshenko card, which you can see here, which would have allowed them to put support markers on these two units. This is the one that was attacked, it got eliminated. But then the Germans played this card, Stalin's Meddling, which cancelled it out. So normally it's not possible in this game to use defensive support from an area. It needs to be from a hex, or it is allowed when the main area is a contested area, but neither of those was the case, but the card allowed it anyway. It was a good clarification about it. I believe it's in the errata even, that this is how it's supposed to be played. It's not like all of a sudden disrupted markers, disrupted units can also provide support, but the idea is that units from an adjacent area can now provide support. But again, because of the card that the Germans played, remember the non-phasing side is the first side to place, to use support cards for a battle, and the Germans cancel it out. So it was successful, and there are two panzer divisions there and a Luftflotte, so they're really at the gates of Moscow now. Of course, this is the end of the German phase. The Russians will probably put some units here on their turn, so the Germans need to be careful of their flanks as well. Smolensk and Vyazma to a slightly lesser extent, but that's open terrain, so the difference really isn't all that big, are quite open to counterattack. Something else the Germans did on their turn, by the way, it was to attack this area here. It was taken as well. So they're pretty close to Leningrad as well. Still a pocket marker here, which I should have scored. I'll still do that. I've left the done markers too. I should have removed them already, but it was just to remind myself of what I did on this turn. Importantly, also trying to, attack this area with the Germans, but it didn't work out. I should have used this Panzer division here. I believe it started here. I might be mistaken. Maybe it was over here, and then it wouldn't be able to reach it on my turn because the maximum movement is 1 then. But assuming that it was here, I should have put it there. But anyway, the idea was to cut off these two units here, because if this area had become German, the supply line would have been cut. But the attack wasn't successful. Actually, it boiled down to no effect. That's basically what happened. And I guess it's, it should be like that because there were just two infantry armies attacking, and I'm quite okay with that it didn't work out. It would have been historical had I used some panzer divisions or panzer armies, and then Kiev would have been cut off, which is what actually happened in this case. Even the army to the north of it would have been, the front, I should say, in case of the Russians, would have been cut off, and I don't know, because I will be able to play some Russian units there. Who knows what a counterattack might have resulted in, but that wasn't to be. I didn't even take it in the first place. So yeah, that's basically what happened. So I should still score for the pocket marker. So the Germans are at 11 war status points now. The Russians are at 3. So there's a differential of 7, and there needs to be a difference of 16 by the end of the scenario. Now, I don't think I'm actually going to manage that, but who knows? We'll see. We'll just keep on playing. We're having fun and we're learning. So thank you for watching.